Once you've decided that you want to book a destination wedding, that can come with an abundance of questions. I'm here with Dan Pryor from Transat Tours, and he's going to give us the answers. Right, Dan?
Yeah, I will, absolutely.
Perfect. Why should you be going to a travel agent when you're booking a destination wedding?
So a travel professional in our industry, they really are professionals, and they do understand, the industry inside and out, the different products. Being one of the largest tour operators in Canada, travel professionals know Transat. And many people often think of a travel agent or a travel professional, as I like to say, as someone who's going to get them a deal. And while, yes, they do know the promotions and they do know the specials, it's more than that. When you're booking a group wedding, there is a large contract that's involved, and there's a lot of details within that contract that are pretty specific, and there is a lot of industry logo and speak. And the travel professional's there to understand that quote, lay it out for the clients, and really make sure that it's exactly what they're looking for. They're in the know, so they're really going to make sure that the couple is getting that destination wedding that they're dreaming of.
And booking as a group, going through a travel agent, that can make it much easier, correct?
Absolutely. So with the group, like I said, there is a contract with a lot of promotions, things like free deposit or no deposit weddings up to 90 days. What does that mean to the average person? The travel professional knows that. And when you're booking as a group, there is advantageous pricing. And when you're booking with a partner like Barcelo, there's specific resorts that really do cater to a group. So depending on that group size, the travel professional will be able to help them with that.
And what's the average size group you see weddings being booked for?
So our average group sizes are about 20 to 30 people. That's a good manageable size, but we have taken up to about 150 to 200 passenger groups on a regular basis, and very specific, very detailed when you have that many people, and we do specialize that. Barcelo we work with as well. South Asian weddings, as we know, can be quite large, and we have that experience to take care of those.
Perfect. But what type of information should a bride and groom have when they're showing up to a travel agent to start booking?
Yeah, so I think most people do their research, and it comes down to just a few basic things that will really help the travel professional, sort of start leaning or finding that product or that resort or that experience that the couple's looking for. So I say sometimes it's easier just to ask yourself, what don't you want to do? It's easy to say, I want, this in a wedding, I want this destination, I want, all of a sudden that list is 30 things long, whereas sometimes we say this is exactly what we don't want. That makes it easier for a travel professional to narrow that down. But think about things. What is the group size? Is it a group? Is it just the two of you? Is the beach the most important thing? Are you going down to destination to get married, and then the rest of the time you're just going to lay by the pool with your family and friends, go to the beach, or are you more the type? Or a couple and have friends and family that really like to get off resort and experience. And most days you're going to be off resort going and doing excursions and things like that. Is the all-inclusive option really what you want, or is it a non-all-inclusive? So there's a lot of options that are out there that, again, between Transat and our partners with our Barcelo, as well as our travel professionals, we know that product and we can help narrow it down.
Perfect. So depending on who's going to be coming, that's really going to change what type of wedding you're going to book.
I think so, depending on who's coming, but I think more importantly, really what the bride and groom are wanting. It's their day, it's their trip. This is, it should be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Really make sure you know what is it you want, and everything else can fall into place, and that's how it should be.
And speaking of it being their day, Transat Tours actually makes them feel special right from the moment they arrive at the airport. How's that?
We would like to make sure that from the time that you even get to destination, it starts with that experience while you're flying. We know that you have to get onto a plane, you have to get somewhere, but let's make it special from that time you arrive at the airport. So with our wedding groups, we actually have a feature called Option Plus, and that gives them things like their seat selection. So when they book their seats ahead of time, that is included. They also get priority check-in. So as soon as they arrive at the airport, there is a separate line. again,
VIP.
VIP, it should start from the time they get to the airport. We strongly believe that.
And it doesn't stop there. Transit Tours also gives bonuses once they arrive.
They're going to get things like a $50 excursion voucher. So once they arrive and maybe the wedding's done or even beforehand, as well as we include a $500 future travel voucher for the couple to use for a future trip up to a year from the time they get back. So, most people use that for a honeymoon or just to book another Transat trip the following year.
They can go back without mom and dad.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dan, for answering all of my questions. Hopefully that's going to give you the answers that you need when you start thinking of booking your destination wedding. If you have any more questions or you need more information, you go to Showcase Wedding and click on the link for Transat.